Live and direct. Live and direct.
Yeah, we live. Let me see. I think I just don't. I had my mixer messed up.
I hear us, but I don't hear us in the chat. I don't hear us in the video. I see Sergio. I see Sergio. I see Sir Rich.
Yeah,
Oh, it's behind. I can hear us now. I hear us now. I hear us now. I see Sergio. I see Sergio. Oh, we way behind. It's lagging a couple of minutes behind.
yeah, it's
So,
gonna lag. It's gonna be behind. So
Mr. Kenyatta, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining our first ever gaming broadcast with very many hiccups, and we had a lot of hiccups.
It live.
Super technical difficulty. Hey, progress over perfection. Yes, we here, so that's all that matters. And I'm glad everybody showed up that they did. Appreciate the support. Definitely appreciate y'all. So
So, getting started off, I am the one, and I've been gaming for over 15 to 20 years, and I use gaming as a resource to get away and relax and calm myself down. What about the rest of you guys?
oh, I use gaming in a multitude of ways. I use gaming as a resource to relax. Mm, right now, it's just a resource to relax. So definitely, I stream on Twitch recently. Just started getting into that really big. So anybody else want to chime in any moment?
Yup.
Mr. Double?
Yes. You hear me?
What about
Yeah,
you?
we hear you now.
We hear you very loud, sir.
I've been gaming since 1980 AD. I don't want to tell my age because you could tell that's
Hey,
my
No, we're
age.
not going to tell you.
AD.
It's,
From the
it's
Jurassic period.
1980 AD.
AD.
Alrighty.
Okay. 1980 AD. Thank you very much for
There you
telling us that.
And I
go.
started. I only didn't start on Atari, but I started on the generic brand of Atari, which was Sears.
Oh my.
Oh
It was
wow.
a Sears console.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So what
But
are the
that's
consoles? So what are the consoles that you guys own right now and playing? Let's get that out the way.
What is oh go ahead. We can do whatever. It's like we chilling, like we chilling. So relax, loosen up. Enjoy the moment. Ooh. Hey, that counts. That counts. Yeah, I think that helped out a lot of people. I don't know what you're talking about. Gnomes. I blame gnomes. I blame every day that goes in the gnomes. The gnomes get them. So went down the list. Went down the list. Okay. So you done? That was all of them.
Yeah, she done.
I knew one of us gonna a little crumb was gonna fall out. I knew a little crumb would fall out. I recently just found a tote where I have Atari, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, uh, PlayStation 4, Xbox. I don't have my original no more. 360, Sega Nomad, Game Boy, the big brick, the gray brick. Had Pokemon Blue in it, matter of fact. And I think that's it. Did I run out of list fast enough? I think that was it. I think that was it. And a PC that I built, but I need a new GPU because GPU spiked in prices after I got it. So, brother, only playing old school games on this one. I'm not new school in it. An assortment of stream games, but you know, I'm done with my list.
Okay,
How about you?
What do I have? I have 2 Xbox Series X's. I have a PS4, PS5, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii U, PS2, the old school GameCube. And I
Oh,
just
you still got
recently,
a GameCube.
yeah, I still have a GameCube.
Oh, give me your GameCube. I need that. I need that up out you. I think Jazz forgot her Dreamcast. Did you forget your Dreamcast? I forgot about my Mighty Week. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I still have. I just got a PC built, not like you guys who
From
built
scratch.
yours. Yeah, built it from scratch. I just designed it and had it made. So I have.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I have a 12 core, 24 thread AMD with
No bragging. No bragging.
The best of things. Pinky up and everything sipping on the tea. The precious of things. Yeah, Team AMD, stock up. I got my stocks in AMD. Yo, I'll buy what I stock in. Buy stocks.
A team. So I have that. And it has 32 gigs of RAM, but I did cheap out with the graphical processor. I only have a 3060, and I was not going to buy a 3090 because my primary gaming is always going to be on the consoles. So I have it to do multitasking, some of my home stuff that I need to do on my computer. So it's multitasking, it's not just for gaming. So I will not say that this is only going to be used for gaming, but it's best to have and not need. And I'll probably keep this PC for at least 4 to 5 years before I upgrade again.
Yeah, I got me and Jazz got PCs that we could keep as long as we could switch out parts.
Yeah.
We could switch out a whole motherboard out this bad boy. We could strip it all the way down and rebuild it. So
modular design.
Yeah. Buy your PC from every piece. Create your PC is better. For real.
I just take one's old PC.
Yeah.
I'll take one's old PC, shoot, but double you need.
That's good enough.
You probably wanted more. You probably wanted more, you know.
Yes.
I just look it up and make a supercomputer like yes. Yes. Sitting in there with 2 air conditioners that do not overheat.
Just give me the old Ferrari.
He said, I want to ride in style. So double, what's up? What's up? What you got? What's up? What's up, man? What you popping with? What's good?
Well, since all my consoles my son have and mine, because I count them together.
Like he came from me, so your stuff is mine.
Hold on, I have to give a shout out to one of my frat brothers in here.
Oh snap!
Yeah, 2 of my frat brothers in here. Well, one is Wisdom, and the other one is Mr. Stevens.
Ha!
Actually, I
Mr.
pledged them too.
Nice.
Those are my
What's up to the fam? That's
yeah,
fam right there. You pledging with them. That's your fam. What's up, fam?
those are back in the day, brothers. And they're still my boys till the day I die. So shout out to them.
They came by, so they proving
Yes,
That's
proving
what's
it
up.
by showing up. I definitely see it.
And I have to and this is our first kickoff. So we are a little bit rusty getting this all together. But let's move ahead. Yes.
Progress over perfection. MTR. I learned that from MTR. Hey, we
So it
taking
was done
small
on the
steps,
fly.
but we taking steps. That's all it is.
The one Sunday would be better. But Double, what about you? What do you have here?
Let's see. I still have a Super Nintendo, a Wii U, a Switch Lite, modded OG Xbox, two 360s, Slim and the old Pro, Xbox S, Series S, Xbox X.
When did you get an X? Oh, you got that for Christmas. That's right. Around Christmas time. But did you get a little after?
I got that one Christmas time. You know my nephew take care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because family take care of family. That's what you do. We just said family. We just said family. Family showing up. So hey. It's the name of the game.
We have I still have an N64. And
I got one of them.
Still have a PS2.
Oh.
I think that's it. I'm probably leaving out something, but I think that's it.
Hey, I was leaving out stuff. I forgot my 64, so hey. 64 with the HD boost. What was that boost they had for the 64? What's that little cartridge you had to open up the secret? The little secret compartment. There's a secret compartment here, and you can upgrade. That was revolutionary 20 years ago.
Okay, so let me get to the gist of some of the things we need to talk about that came out today. Yes, yeah, we have. So let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Since you all are console gamers, more or less. Yet today it was announced that The Last of Us remake is coming out for the PS5, right?
Yeah.
Now, did it not just come out for the PS3 at the end of the PS4, and then they did a remake for the PS4 in 2000?
Wait. Yeah.
Now, the problem I have with that is that if you look at Grand Theft Auto 5, how many times did they redo that? They did it 3 times? So is Sony following the same mantra? Is milking gamers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Are they milking gamers? Because there is no way
we need some cow udders on the screen or something. Milking gamers.
Are they milking gamers? That's the question. I'm not trying to.
My question is, it's not only milking gamers, but are they doing what the media is doing, like the movies per se, as in milking your nostalgia? Same way I don't like Stranger Things. I know y'all gonna hate me for saying that. I have a hard time watching Stranger Things because it feels like y'all trying to force nostalgia on me, and it's like it's more of a rejection than an acceptance.
Can I
I disagree with you on that.
I know you and Jazz disagree on me. Y'all love that. That's my show. That's my show.
No.
Okay, well, let me say it this way, because the nostalgia. Well, now you got to turn double down, and double is very loud. So,
mix and match.
Yeah, I'm loud too. So, I think where I have. Okay. Oh, she's a sorrow. She's a
I almost
sorrow.
messed up. She was gonna beat me up. She was gonna jump out the car with her crew. I was about to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't make they sounds. They'll come jump us. I can't do nothing like
Okay.
that.
Well, what I was what I was going to what I was going to say is that it's kind of funny. Uh, Sir Rich, you stated that nostalgia, but please explain to me how um, The Last of Us is nostalgic when it just came out in 2013. That's no
Because
nostalgia. That's not even 10 well, barely 10 years. And
same
you
way
got
Grand Theft Auto 5 has
but that's
nostalgia.
my point. But
It's
movie
it's it's
Listen,
key. It's key. Like it's so revolutionary, and it was so like new that it became an instant classic. So when you get an instant classic, you have nostalgia because you got to remember there are people that grew up. They were only like 10, 12, and they play this. This is they forefront of gaming. So it
yeah,
has a nostalgia factor. Even though I'm just
don't
looking into the future, like I know this is a nostalgia because of the way it is. It set a precedent in my mind. So I know
do you
as a
think it'd have
kid
been
playing this, it'll
do you think it would have been more nostalgic if they would have waited at least 5 more years?
yes.
So
Part
that's
of
my point.
nostalgia is not
Is
being
my
able to get it
my
like right
point
away.
is that they should have waited, but
They should
they
have waited up. Yeah.
appear to be charging 69.99 when you can go to Best Buy. I saw today there's 9.99 for The Last of Us remake for the PS4. And
Crazy.
I played it for the PS4 on my PS5. I actually finished it on my PS4,
And I bought it for the I
PS5,
rebought it for the
right?
PS4.
And
So
it
yeah.
looks good. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what is going to incentivize me because I won't play it again?
To be unless the only way I can see is if they put a multiplayer in it. Because if they put the multiplayer in it, the multiplayer is fun. So
That
and
didn't
it's
happen, but that's not happening because they didn't do it.
I don't know then. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, just
Because
one. I was just
that like your point you said, I don't understand how that could be nostalgia just yet because it's only been it ain't been 10 years yet. But they
but I just
barely
had
pumped out a second one.
yeah, because I had
well,
to
I mean,
bring
that was what 2013.
Let's look it up.
it was I think it was 2013.
We are all on the PCs. Let's look it up.
I think it was
Yeah,
2013.
that's the year my
I'm looking it up.
I
Last of
believe that's
Us.
the year my big daddy PS3 broke.
Oh,
I had
you
just
have
bought the game.
Last of Us of 2013.
I thought I was right.
9 years.
9 years. So the game came out 9 years
Three
ago.
times. It came out 3 times in 9 years, so it comes out once every 3 years. Boom.
So my
Mystery
point,
solved.
Doesn't even qualify as a classic.
no, it doesn't. They
No,
don't.
because they butchering the word classic. They are butchering it. I understand what you were
Yes,
trying to.
they are.
It's a
They
good
are.
game. It's a great game. I think a lot of people should play the game. I actually like the game, but, and I'll say, but I'm not going to play it again on a PS5 because I don't think
Mm.
I'm not a graphics whore. To an extent, I am because I like things in 4K. But
It's
it
more
looks,
so the performance.
yeah.
They would have to enhance the performance for me because if you got all these graphics and it still feels clunky, what is the
But
point?
isn't it running at 60 frames per second already?
It doesn't matter how fast it runs and how beautiful it is to me. To me, if it doesn't perform better, I don't see the point in graphics or anything. I
Then
like for it to
define
feel smooth.
define performance then, because if it
Performance, when I feel the controller, I want it
that
to be as seamless. Like when I'm pressing the
so
controller, I can immerse myself more
so
into
you
the
mean
game.
more clunkiness is removed, more fluidity,
Fluidity,
right?
exactly.
So you want it to be right. So okay,
Yeah,
so you,
I like performance over graphics. I will always take performance over graphics every single
well,
time.
that's why I said most people when you play 60 frames per second, you won't play a 30 frames per second game again.
But it's not true because you can get a 60 frames per second game, like a 20-year-old game. You can boost it to 60 frames per second, make it beautiful, remaster it, but the controls still feel like you still have that dated control system, and it still feels sluggish, and you can't really do the moves you want to do. You would think that what was it that they remastered? Gears. Like when they came out with Gears 4, I believe they remastered Gears 1, and it felt better because they put all of the stuff that they learned since they made Gears 1 into the remaster, and that
Did they?
feels better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Gears One was a nice remake.
that's a remake. But what my point I'm making is, did they charge the same price for that again?
No, it was like $40. It wasn't
Okay.
full price.
That's my point.
There
So I'm
you
not.
go. There you go.
Uh,
That's what I need. Yeah, bet. That's what I need. Thank you, Jasmine. Jesse Mona.
I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was kind of funny with all the new games they were showing at the Summer Games Fest. What's the guy's name? Mark.
Mega Elixir wants in. MJ wants in.
Ooh.
I'm not the moderator.
Yeah, that would be Moto over there.
So
I
why
appreciate
why
you, Moto,
why
for the
why why
last
why
minute
Moto is my being the
modding.
moderator?
Hey, I'm gonna give her accolades right now. Thank you for
Yeah,
modding. We wouldn't be online if she didn't throw this together, right?
yeah. So while
Let's
you're
give her
moderating,
accolades.
at this point in time, this is the next topic because I'm just hitting around the bases that I thought about. What games are y'all playing right now?
Ooh,
And oh God, I
that's
knew
a
you were gonna say that.
doozy. That too. As well as streaming it. Variety players.
So
No, right now, what is the last thing you played in about
the
the last
three
within the
games you're
last month?
playing. Three
Last
games
game
you're playing.
month within the last month.
Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought. What about you, Sir Rich?
So Rich has been playing
I know what you've been playing too.
Elden Ring.
Uh,
I'm getting back into Max Payne because that
okay.
was I love it's like fine wine. It's fine wine of a game. And again, Apex, PUBG. I'm gonna just say battle royales because
Okay.
I play all the battle royales. So we
Okay.
just
Okay.
boom.
So, all
There
right.
you go. Anything
Okay.
battle royale, I'm in it. Boom.
Okay. Y'all, you guys hold those thoughts. Okay. What about you, Double?
Recently, I was. Let's see. I
I
just
know one
finished.
play. I know what you just finished. I know what you just
Go ahead and say it.
Now,
Time for the Star
let me
Trekian
tell
to talk.
you, Mass Effect.
You're gonna
You ain't
say
played it. You need to play it.
Star
okay.
Trek, man. There you go.
You
Star
got
Trek,
all the
Star Wars,
DLC
anything in space.
integrated into the story.
Okay. You playing? So you playing Mass Effect?
So I'm on Mass Effect. Yeah, I'm on the
Okay.
third episode.
Okay. So
Third game.
you haven't beat all three of them yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
It's about to be finished though, probably in the next week or so.
Okay. What else are
Throw
you
up,
playing?
throw up,
I
my
want
man.
you guys to hold all those thoughts because I'm going somewhere with everything. Everything I'm saying, I want you guys to think about something. So keep going. What else you playing? The three games you're playing.
That'd be you.
I really been playing that. I was trying to try We Happy Few.
Okay.
Mm. Oh wow. Oh yeah, she was in love with that game. She could not stop playing it when she started. I remember that.
Could you
What else?
add them? Could you add Mega Elixir? Oh.
Yeah, it's a system. We gotta
Yeah,
for,
that's
from
what took
now
us so
on.
long. We,
Whoever what
yeah,
we can put them in a different show. We can put them
yeah.
in a different. We could put them in a different show. Right now, we just want to take a mark at people who want to join the conversation. We could take a mark on them, and then we could join them later. Right now, we still infantile with the whole system. So give us time. We gonna get better, and we gonna be able to talk to y'all. Whatever, whoever want to talk to us, go ahead, shout us out, hit us a message on the Gamers DMZ, and then we can go ahead and if you come with a topic and something you want to talk about, we can go ahead and put you on there. We good to go with that. definitely want to talk to everybody who's interested. Join the conversation. Okay.
Okay, so you want to know what I'm playing? So let me get to the point of
Yes, I
what
want
I'm
to know what
playing.
you're playing. You said
Okay,
you
because
grilling everybody else,
I'm killing everybody because
Mr.
okay.
DMZ Master, Dungeon
Yeah, I had
Master.
one more, but you had okay.
But you ain't playing it right now.
O-
Oh,
Okay,
excuse
so
it.
currently I play Call of Duty, Halo every day almost, but I don't really consider those games. I consider those first person shooters that you jump in and jump out.
Yeah. So, what do you consider the games that you
Uh,
really play?
well, because you beat them. Like most people, either they'll play Call of Duty or Halo or any FPS. They'll beat the game and then they'll stay in multiplayer, or vice
Yeah.
versa.
Yeah.
That's why I said that those games are like you said. I stay in those games every day. Meaning I'll jump in, jump out, play 3 or 4 matches, and I'm done. But the games that I play right now, let's see. I play the Plague's Tale, which is horrible on the Xbox.
Terrible. You sound like
Horrible,
Cleveland when
horrible.
you said that.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it is no, and it goes back to what
Terrible.
you said. It's funny because if you play it on the Xbox, it's clunky. But when you play it through cloud gaming, I had no problem with it. Very
It
interesting.
upgraded?
I don't know. It's just I had problems with it on the Xbox. The controller would get stuck. Like every 5 minutes, the controller gets stuck. Can't get here, can't go there, get stuck. Controls are very clunky. When I play it in cloud gaming, no problem. From the PC, no problem, smooth. Tablet, no problem, smooth. So I don't know. And I did it on both of my Series X. So I don't know what the problem is. I went back and I'm replaying Hellblade because you play Hellblade the first time, it's the controls kind of clunky, and you miss the story because you're trying to figure out all the puzzles. So a lot of times, yeah, and there are some very challenging puzzles because you got to think about it. Then you got people talking in your head because
Yeah. That's
yeah,
what I was just about to say. That's why I never played it, because Double always told me, he was like, man, if you don't have schizophrenia, this game will give you schizophrenia.
yeah, but it's the point of the game that you have some people talking to you while you're going. It's like, okay, who's talking to me? And you got 3 or 4 people talking at you in the head to you while you're playing, and one is against you saying, "Oh, you're not going to be able to do it. She's going to die." Blah 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 blah. Then you got the other one trying to help you succeed, but then again, and you're fighting, and the fighting was not as good. But now I'm replaying that, and I think it's better that I'm replaying Wolfenstein on the PC. So I went back and started replaying a lot of the games on the PC. But yeah, yeah, I like Wolfenstein. I actually Double got me into that game, so I had to give him credit because I wouldn't play it because I thought it was a Nazi game at the very beginning, and I'm like, I'm not, yeah, right. And then he was like, he wouldn't tell me anything. He was just saying, Mike, just play it, just play it, just play it. Yeah, just, yeah.
Oh
He,
yeah.
yeah, he was like, just play it. And I'm like, I'm not playing the game because I thought it was dealing with Nazis taking over the world and no one else existed. And I thought it was going that route of them being the leaders. And I'm like, oh, I can't play this type of game. But
Mm,
when you actually play it, if you figure out that you're the protagonist trying to stop them,
to murderlize them.
yes, but that's a better word.
Murderlize. That's my favorite word that I've
So
eaten.
that's some of the game. That's
No one like Young Bloods. No one like Young Bloods. Look at the score on that. No one liked Young
but
Bloods.
I played it though. I played it just to get my gamer score. I just played it for the gamer score because some people that I on my friends list try to compete with me, so I have to make sure I stay ahead of them.
Ain't nothing good
You ain't
wrong
right.
with
I know
competition.
that. I did that because of Double. That's the
We ain't gonna talk about points. Maybe we
only-
don't talk about points with Double. We just don't talk about points with him. There are reasons.
Double looks at
I'm gonna
my.
start out good for the month, and then he'll mention you ahead of me. I'll be trying not to look.
I don't even be trying. I don't even be trying.
No, he keeps up with me, and then I told him 2 or 3 days ago. I said you ahead of me, so I was like, okay. Next day, I had to give more points to him, so I can't let him beat me.
Time for the grind. What up, Mr. Hill? Thank you for stopping by.
Game was that I forgot what game I was playing. You know, I'll roll in some games just to get the achievement, and I'm done. So I'll do my achievement prostitution. I'm not going to say the other word, but my achievement prostitution, getting what I can. So those are the games that I'm playing that take a lot of my time.
What was that one game that had 3 stories? I never finished that.
Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah, you need to play that game. I forgot. What is that? It's actually a good game, but you need to play it because the ending is better because you're playing as you play different, 3 different scenes that all end up, 3 different characters, and they all end up at one place. So
I got a question.
Yeah.
What are you subscribing to?
Oh, I'm a Game Pass person. If you asking that, it's 100% Game
I got
Pass.
everything, man.
Yeah,
I got
guess
everything.
what?
I got Game Pass. I got PS Plus.
I got
But I
PS
bought the
Plus.
PS Plus when it was like just $50.
No, I
And
got
I got
PS
the
Plus.
$20 Switch thing because one PS Plus, I like playing my fighting games. PlayStation is the best place to play fighting games.
I don't like fighting games. That's one thing I'll tell you. I don't like fighting games. I don't know.
I like fighting games.
I just said I didn't, so that's what I mean.
How you gonna tell that to me, man?
Why?
How you gonna tell that to me?
Why?
Yeah, why? But why?
Because to me, okay, that goes back to what. Yeah, okay. Let me ask you a question. This goes back to a question I want to ask you guys. Since you come for me, I'm going to have to get you both of them. I'm going for both. I'm going for Jazz and Sir.
Come on, what?
Okay.
What you got? What you got?
First and foremost, right? Okay. Yeah. First and foremost, I don't find a story in a fighting game.
What?
I said, I don't find. I just find it to be a button mash.
You sleep with your eyes. You sleep with your eyes closed.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
He
like, yo, I don't understand. He said not even Mortal Kombat. He said not even Mortal Kombat. Come on.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
Okay, Jazz. I'm sorry. I was joining her. I was on her side. Go ahead, Jazz. Spit your game.
So you're not so it's leading you through the story, but you're not actually in the story. So it's taking you. Oh,
it's lore based.
It's
Yes.
So it's
And
so
even back in the day when you play as a character through the ranks, at the end of beating it with a certain character, you get their backstory at the end. You know how they began because back in the day, children, we used to get books that used to tell us all the information of each character as they entered the fight and everything. And then after you beat the game with the character, you would get a story about their ending and what it would be text back in the day. And now they have movies about when you beat the game with a certain character, you get a certain story ending.
Okay,
And
so
it
let me ask
adds
you a
to the
question.
story.
Let
And
me
you
ask you a
fight through the
question.
story.
Let me ask you a question though. You guys, I'm going to go back and ask you one question because you guys still didn't answer my question. I said it's button mash.
No,
because you're watching. You're still. But you. Okay.
If you
Okay.
button mash, you will lose against a
Okay.
real player. If you button mash, you will lose against a real player.
I don't like them, and I'm
You
not gonna
will
like them
lose
because I don't
because they
see.
know how to counter it and all that stuff. You will lose against a real player, especially
Okay,
nowadays. Like when you play a fighting game, you need to go to Twitch and watch my Dragon Ball fighting scenes, man.
but are you
Watch me
mashing
play
buttons?
Dragon
Okay,
Ball Fighters, and you need to watch that. You need to
but
watch
you
that.
are punching buttons real quick in the combo.
But
Seriously,
it's like, yes,
it, yeah.
but the
Okay,
fact is, you practice so much, the buttons become muscle memory, and your fingers move on their own, and you
so
become in
you,
sync with the character, and you react.
so
It's
you,
like you are the character, and you
if
react
you
because
say
you
so,
practice so much. I'm telling you, this is what.
if you say
Watch
so.
my Twitch, dog. Watch it's all the evidence on record. I'm gonna play
Okay,
some more Dragon Ball Fighters and some Killer Instinct and all that. Let you know that when you, because it's like when you practice so much, just like in a shooter. In a shooter, don't you just get a moment of zen with the game? Like you played it so many hours and you get a moment of zen, and then all of a sudden you killing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, and you not even taking no damage. Like, how would I know this level so well? How do I know where to go like this? It's just like that in the fighting game.
give me, please give me that in a first person shooter where I would get that. Because if I'm sitting in the same place, which I'm not camping, if I'm camping, somebody's going to cap
Ah,
me.
you said what?
If
About
I'm
camping?
if you camping sitting in the same spot, somebody's going to. So there's different. You play different people each time with different reactions, which you're going to say. That's the same thing with button mashing. With
Man, I'm telling you.
well,
Who
okay.
this joining? Who
So
we
let me
got
ask you a
joining?
question. Let me ask
Who
you
we
a
got
question.
joining?
Let
We
me
got
ask you a
somebody else
question.
joining. Double M, we got to introduce because he over here. We
Let
got
me.
somebody else in here. What's
Okay,
up?
double figured it out. Okay, so therefore, a couple of days ago, we were all talking, and I joined you guys in a group chat last week, and you guys were playing Elden Ring. And I just want to ask a simple story. What's the story in Elden Ring?
It's
No,
difficult to
okay.
describe
So
early in the game. Right
okay.
now,
So
you are
is it a
a person trapped in a like a purgatory that
okay?
has a ruler, and the ruler
So
was guided by a certain female, which is called what is it called, Jasmine? A maiden. A maiden. You be maiden, and
okay.
they rule the land, and you're the strength of the maiden, and the maiden pretty much How long is the story trailer? We could watch it, I guess, but low.
No,
I
we don't
don't
need to
know.
watch it. I'm just
Yeah, we don't
telling
need
you.
to watch it, but yeah, you could play it.
You know what fighting game story that's good too? Is Justice League.
Oh, Justice League, yes, because that's where the Flashpoint they tied the Flashpoint paradox. So if you ever seen the DC movie Flashpoint Paradox, that is the story of injustice. That's the injustice story right there, and that's the fighting through the fighting game. You learn about the story of Flashpoint Paradox.
That's pretty good.
And you fight through all the scenes and all that stuff. Where they have movie scenes and stuff like that. Like I said, it's fighting games have very good story. That's why people play them like the way they do. Just like the Dragon Ball, when you play in the Dragon Ball Fighters, you're going through all of the old school scenarios of all the Dragon Ball stories, and some scenarios has been made up. You know, the non canon stories. Bush Brown, what's up? We got somebody else in here. Yeah. He say, yeah. Appreciate you stopping
Right.
by. Appreciate everybody up
Yeah.
in here. Thank y'all for stopping by, hanging with us. I'm gonna say that as much as I can. Appreciate y'all. Cause y'all could be anywhere, but y'all here.
Oh.
Where were we at? We were still talking about Mortal Kombat. Let me look at this. And we were talking about the subscriptions. We didn't get everybody on that. Are you what we heard from the one and we heard from Sir Rich, but Moto and Double you didn't introduce who you brought in, so we need all that for to bring some clarity to what we going through right now.
Megan, introduce yourself, Megan.
No, you
All right.
introduce them.
No, let me say something.
Oh, uh-oh.
So okay, so call me by my name, Mega Elixir.
Mega licks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my first time. I'm a little bit stuttering a bit, but
Oh no, you could be nervous, you could be whatever. We already been through the bumps, but go ahead, you good. We here for growth,
all
progress
right.
over perfection.
But yeah, so what are you guys like talking about like right now?
Right
Yeah.
now we talking about subscription services and which ones we subscribe to and why. That's the point we left off on.
Yeah, we're trying to stay on target with that. So that's ultimate.
Use number.
Don't tell on yourself.
Real. Hopefully ain't no work people working up in here.
But she's right though. Game Pass is that's where it's at.
So
PC
that
for
being
life.
that being said, let's move to something else that happened a couple of weeks ago. So when there was a massive outrage, and when I say massive outrage, I mean the YouTube and Twitter community, really the Twitter, because I don't tweet. When Microsoft postponed, what was that? What's that game called? Double
Starfield.
Starfield. What's the other game they paused that they put on hold?
I
Redfall.
believe it's Redfall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
the whole world said Game Pass had no games, and I'm like, really? You know how many games I'm still playing in Game Pass? So, what did you guys think about that?
Propaganda.
Well, that's one because we're all professionals and we work in technology type careers. So people do not understand that we don't have the luxury to just sit back and play games all day. And I think that is the
Yeah.
issue. I think that's the issue with a lot of gamers that kind of sends me to the moon. I'm like, I wish I had your time where I could just sit home in front of my TV and play video games all day.
Yeah, we trying
But
to earn
And
that. It's
I'll
called
have
retirement.
150,000 gamer score points.
Here you go with your sour attitude. We're bringing it up. Let's talking about gamer score. Where gamer score come from, bro?
you know what? You know what? You know what? I just figured he just
He's
brought that up
sour.
again.
Sour. Just so sour. Soon as he get a chance, like, yeah, I'm waiting.
I hear you.
Okay.
Well,
So
Game Pass is more of an indie space. As much as Xbox was against indies and the early generation of Xbox One, they have really embraced the indie game because they have a lot of indie games. Because like one of my favorite games is Dead Cells. Found it on the Switch for $4 before anybody knew about it. It was on sale for like $4 or $6.
yeah, the controller
Yeah, control is the business.
yeah, I play
Want to give a
control.
shout out. Want to give a shout out to Ori. All right, continue.
Orin, what's that?
Ori. He's saying Ori.
Ori, oh yeah, Ori, yeah,
Ori. Ori.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ori
Time
and the
for
Will of
it.
the Wisp.
Great
Yeah,
Metroid game. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Is that because
They getting paid. Oh, that kind of preludes into something that I have a question for. Do you guys know about the new thing going on with the demos and the Game Pass? And if so, how do you feel about it?
Oh Lord.
It's not pay to play because if you already have Game Pass, you get the demos. So they're saying they're calling Game Pass pay to play instead of getting just anybody who has an Xbox instead of just tossing them demos like they did with the free discs back in the day. They used to toss us free demo discs in magazines and whatnot. You have to purchase Game Pass. You have to be within Game Pass because they got the people are saying they got the idea from Sony because the highest tier subscription of Sony, you get demos for certain games.
I think you have to put all this into context.
As
First
in
one,
what?
I'm going there. First, when you said they used to send the demos out, right? Back in the
In
day. Hold
magazines
on,
back
hold
in
on,
the
hold on, hold on. I'm
go
going,
ahead.
I'm going. When I say context, I mean I got to start from the back and bring you to the
Oh,
front.
you
right?
mean story time. Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
So you're saying to the extent that context that how else would they advertise games? A lot of people, they didn't have social media. They didn't have everyone that can advertise all of these games. So the best way of putting games out was giving demos in a magazine so people could come home and play it. Now, when you go to Game Pass or PlayStation, I don't know if I can actually say that it's pay to play. Who's paying? Because from my understanding, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I thought that even Sony had to pay their developers to or whoever's, even though they mandated it, the demos, they paid those developers some money up front to have them in their ultimate subscription. Microsoft may have copied. I'm neutral on that because if I was a developer,
Came out, they get paid for it.
I don't know if I would want to waste the time to put my game or a demo out for free. I don't know if
It's
I would
not
do
free.
that.
It's not free. It's
No,
not
no,
free
no. Here,
because it's behind Game Pass. They're paying the developers.
no, that's not what I was saying.
Or
Let
you're
me
saying
say,
if it was outside of Game Pass, it'll be
yes.
free.
All I'm saying, if I was going to take my time, develop a game, and then put it out there just for anybody to play as a demo, and I don't know, I'm in the middle because even if it's a demo, I don't know if I'm gonna play it. Even if it's an ultimate, I don't know if I'm gonna download it.
Yeah,
So
because see,
I don't know. I'm in the middle with that because I'm not against it. I'm not for it. It's something that comes to me in Game Pass. I don't see how it changes that much unless it's mandated like Sony supposedly, and I say supposedly, is stating that every developer has to do that. Or is it every developer game that costs over $69 or something?
no, it's what developer signs into it. It's
I
all by
thought it was
choice.
mandated. I thought it was
Mm-mm.
mandated by
It's
Sony.
not Sony. I don't know about,
That's
but
what I'm talking about.
Xbox, you just sign into it if you want to be in the program and get paid for your demo. You can
Okay.
get paid for it. Xbox is paying the developers, and they can opt in it if they want. I don't know how Sony is running it because I just gave you the point to how it was read. Like that's the argument that's being said right now.
But I don't really read it. I mean, read what people say. I have to do my own research because that's the problem we all have. Not we as us, but a
Oh,
lot of people will read something and they don't even get the context of what they're saying, and that's how these various people.
oh,
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
only reason why I brought it like to that because I was like, if you already have Game Pass, it really doesn't matter because Game Pass is, and then if you're getting demos, it's not pay to play. But
Yeah.
people are wording it like that because why should you have to get a subscription to get a demo? But my
I'm
thing
saying
is,
everybody should get it. That's their point.
the developers need money. If they don't sell the game, at least they get money off of the demo being presented to you, and then you might like the demo.
And the demo
And
could be a double-edged sword because you don't have to like the demo.
yeah, true. But either way, the developer gets paid with that way, it being behind a paywall. But at the same time, it's just like if they didn't earn it, that's probably where the juxtapose is, where people feel if you didn't earn it, why should I pay you? Now I'm paying you up front for something I may or may not like. That's kind of opposite reaction, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I agree with your point in saying it like that. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. Anyone
But
else
you know
have it?
what? If Microsoft developers, especially the first party developers, if they was to put out demos for that.
Why
Really
would
am.
they?
I'm for that.
Why would they though? I wouldn't put no demo out if I was Microsoft. I'll make everybody else do it. But if you're in Game Pass and I want you to subscribe to Game Pass, why would I give you a demo outside of Game Pass? But that's what that. That's
Man,
what that.
look,
Wait,
okay.
hold on. That's what that dollar Game Pass for a month is. If you yeah, that was that 1 month subscription for $1. That's
But okay, but check this out. Check this out. Starfield is delayed, right? What if they put out a demo? Don't you think that softens the blow?
oh heck no, not for you talking about for the game. No, because you
The
can still
game.
okay.
If they
You
put out
believe
a Starfield demo, let's say Sunday, you can download a demo of gameplay.
hypothetically speaking, because we know that's not happening. But go ahead.
I'm just saying, would
Yeah,
that soften the blow?
I don't. It'll if it's a good game, it wouldn't soften the blow. It may just like you say, make people get hungrier for the game. If it's going to be as good as they say, they'll be like, okay,
They say.
I'm ready to play.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
It's a taste of Redfall.
Okay.
Something like that.
So what did you guys think about? And we're hopping around subjects, but I saw this today, Marvel's new game, and from 2K. And I want to say because I want to be the last one to say something about this. I want to see if anybody else has the same thoughts that I have. Marvel's superhero game by 2K. They got Wolverine and Spider-Man in it.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that?
I know. Don't y'all talk. Go ahead.
I think didn't they change the gameplay?
Hey, Jazz, see if you can find it.
Yeah, and have it going on. I like that idea. That's a good idea.
It's Marvel's Midnight something. Let me look it up. Marvel's
The Midnight Suns.
Push that up.
I think I've heard of that before, but okay. I think I've heard of that before, but overall, like 2K making a Marvel game, I'll tell you one thing. At least they're doing like something, unique for once instead of making like NBA like every year.
Hold that
Bingo!
thought. Hold that thought.
True,
Hold
that's
that
a
thought.
zinger.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
True.
Okay.
For
Hold
real.
that thought. Hold that thought.
For real. Okay.
Okay, I want the video to come up first.
That is a point. That is a point, though. You got to give them that.
Okay, so my whole point is let me get to the gist when you see it. One, they didn't show gameplay. It was all CGI, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two, who makes it?
2K.
2K. 2K made Grand Theft Auto, correct?
No.
They did make. They are the company that owns it. That's
Rockstar.
Rockstar is on. Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. But they just start. See, that propaganda got me.
Okay.
Propaganda got me because I forgot about that because they don't even really play that no more.
Okay, let's look at the gameplay. Okay.
Epic, supernatural story that brings you face to face against the demonic forces of the underworld.
Yeah, there you go.
A deep role-playing experience.
Oh, this is not the
where you
video
get to
I
live
saw.
among
So this is
Marvel
more
legends
gameplay.
and the first customizable original hero from the Marvel universe. As darkness falls, rise up with the Midnight Suns and face off against
Can you
an
skip this?
ancient prophecy.
No, that is the game. It looks horrible, but
No, that is
Pushed
not
to the
game.
brink by
That
the
is a
return,
mobile
the
game.
Avengers
Okay.
desperately revive a dark power of their own, the
Profitable
Hunter,
game.
a legendary Player controls
Is
a
this-
squad of 3 heroes
Yeah, this
and
is the one that
dealt
had
a
that lady
random
in it.
selection of
This is
hero
the one that has
abilities,
Spider-Man,
like a hand
correct?
of cards. These abilities offer a vast array of tactical choices that expand exponentially
Well, anyway,
when combined with the battlefield.
My
itself.
point is,
Shove,
this is going to be,
leap,
now mark my
smash, and
words,
fight to victory, using
who
the
makes it?
environment to
2K,
wreak havoc on your
correct?
enemies. Send the
Grand
battle
Theft,
Mobile game
Grand,
at that? That's kind of
Grand Theft. This is going to be on Xbox too.
Victory requires a
So,
balance of smart tactical thinking.
It's going to Xbox, PS3, PS5.
As well as
reminds- what is
cultivating your
that?
friendships outside of combat and
Don't
finding
say-
the
Nintendo game.
combinations of heroes
It's a-
and abilities.
No, it's a Nintendo game that's like
Battles
really
rage across iconic
strategic.
Marvel locations like Avengers
starts
Tower
with
to
Brave.
Doctor Strange's
Can't remember
Sanctum
the name.
Sanctorum, from New York City
But it's like a
rooftops to
turn-based,
underground Hydra installations,
like a turn-based.
from sun-bleached deserts to a
Well,
hellscape dimension far
It looks like it's a
below.
top-down game, and it looks
It
like
don't
it's
look like my
fighting.
cup of
When the
tea.
fighting
No,
is
it is
done,
not. But
the
here's
heroes
my.
return to the
I'll
Abbey,
keep trying to say
a
who's
living
doing it.
hub where
2K,
the player navigates in real time,
right?
experiencing for the first
NBA,
time
was it
any
2K,
video game
the
what
basketball
it's like
game, right?
to not just fight
Yeah.
alongside beloved Marvel heroes,
Grand
Uh,
Theft Auto,
them as well.
It's
right?
The Abbey offers hours of
And I'm gonna
rewarding
promise you right now,
gameplay and story
every bit of this game is going to be microtransactions.
if you
That
have pets.
why I'm like, this game is going to be, in my opinion, I don't want to call it trash. It's not going to be something I would play because if it's,
Wait a minute, but BioShock and Borderlands are 2K games. And this is what
but
this
they
is what
were, but
reminds
you,
me of 2K
mm,
XCOM. It reminds me of XCOM. And
but
it's
you-
another game.
okay, but you're saying it reminds they're by 2K, but BioShock was before all these microtransactions,
Use the spoils of battle to earn new abilities for your heroes.
and they're doing remakes
Upgrade current
right now. They may have microtransaction, but my point is, this type of game looks like or appears to be.
When ready, it's time to choose a new mission.
There you go. Then I rest my case. I rest. There you go.
But the hunter and the heroes will rise in power to meet them because that's what true
It looks like a mobile game.
But they made XCOM, so it's XCOM-ish. If you look at XCOM and look at this, you will understand what I mean. Because XCOM is a strategy game that is only on consoles and PC, but it plays a lot like this. And 2K makes it, so
Nice job out there.
they're
Okay.
making a strategy like a game like all the other strategy games. Real time. What is it? Not RPG. Like the real time strategy games.
I mean,
RTSs.
tactical
RTS.
strategy.
Yeah, tactical strategy. RTSs.
Yeah.
RTS.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
what
you.
did you guys think of that? Because I don't think that's going to be a good game that I would waste my time with. It's not. It won't capture my attention.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't seem like my cup of tea, to be honest.
Not at all.
I mean, and the thing is that I did try one RTS before. Have y'all ever heard of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle on the Switch?
Yeah. That's the other one I was thinking of. Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely like that game. I also think about getting to Fire Emblem if that counts as a RTS. Yeah.
That was like the main one from Nintendo. The Fire Emblem. They've been making those for years.
Yeah.
Y'all can keep those games.
Oh, that's right.
The
That's the person that
only
likes
RTS
weird
game I stopped
tactics.
playing RTSs at Warcraft 3. That was the last RTS I ever really enjoyed.
I mean,
But Gears Tactics wasn't that bad. It was okay.
I played the first 5 minutes of Gears Tactics, got my achievement, and I was done. I just.
Oh,
I guess you can say as gamers, we don't like all games. Everyone has this a certain type of games that they
Certain
like.
type of taste. Like it's,
Right,
it's
because
more
me, I'm
that kind of.
I'm a first-person shooter role-playing game, and role-playing games probably the best games that I really like the most because I gotta have a story. That was my point with Elden Ring. Everybody loves Elden Ring and all that, but if you don't have a story that I
It
can
has
really
a
get
story.
into, oh,
It's a deep lore, but people rushing through it and not like paying attention.
and that's my point. You so busy trying to fight, and you missing the point of the story. People just trying to finish the game. Say, "Oh, I beat Elden Ring."
It's like all types of people you meet, and then you got to do certain things to make their stories make sense, and
And
you have
yet,
to remember it's
and
an
yet,
experience.
and yet, per Lady Jazz, she has two characters for certain occasions, but and for different reasons. But she hasn't beaten the game yet, so that's my point.
Like it's a hack and slash adventure, kind of 2.5D, but sometimes 3D stylized experience. And in truth, it looks like it's probably just a massive amount of fun. But further than that, I kind of like the idea that this kind of 3D, this cinematic, kind of fixed camera, stylistic visual.
Yeah, I'm playing that game too on the screen, but I'm on my last chapter. Track the controls on that game could be a little better. That's one thing that can kill a game. That can kill a game. If it doesn't have great controls, then I have a hard time playing it. As the key word would be the fluidity.
I still have yet to test it. I need to stream that one.
Let's go to another. Let's go to another subject because I just finished something. And I'm really salty on this, but it's two shows. Yeah, it's two shows that since they I have to get back to this. Yes.
Comes to us from the developers of my time at Portia, Bethia Games, and looks to sort of continue that series.
Did you buy the new Mario Strikers game when it drops? I don't know.
Did he?
Stardew Valley, which was 3D.
I don't know because I'm a Mario sports fan, so I'm biased. Anything Mario sports is always fun, especially with friends. With the motion
I was about to
controls.
say, if you like arcadey, sports games, then yeah, I say go for it. The Mario sports games are like top tier.
Yeah, I'm biased with that when it comes to Mario sports games.
These games are fun because they take place
Top
300
tier
years
indeed.
after an apocalypse.
But one, you had a question you were starting to delve on before.
Yeah, because after when you graduate out of college, and I'm going, when you graduate out of college, and when I remember the Xbox first came out, and I got it when I was down visiting my parents south, and I picked up the Xbox and I picked up the Halo. Hadn't played video games in years, but it was a big fat Xbox. And played Halo. Came addicted to Halo. Everything was Halo. And then some of us back in the day, and Double can attest, we had let's say a janky way of playing Halo online through some type of what was that service?
It was a LAN party, but
Yeah.
LAN party hooked up online, so it made a virtual LAN party.
Right, we had a
didn't have enough people to do it. That
Yeah, well,
to
Double.
do it, but I knew the system. I studied the system. I was like, you can play Halo online if you do this.
Well,
I studied it to a T, but I didn't have the people to pull it together.
Well, we did. So it was Double, me, and a couple other original Xbox Live testers at that time. So we were playing, and we became addicted to Halo. So, boy, oh boy, how time flies. 2022 Halo comes out, and I am upset. And that's all I'll say is that I thought Halo was horrible.
What, the new Halo?
No, the Halo movie was
the TV
horrible.
I'm not gonna watch it because they did the one thing that you don't do with the Master Chief.
They showed his face, and
do that.
And you know what?
Of camera tricks he could have took his helmet off and not shown anything.
They could have showed the back. They could have shown the back of his head. My issue with Halo is that a lot, and it's not that I know they said, oh, Halo, it has so many people watching it. Halo is not going to last more than 3 years because they took all the watch.
Can't say that because I thought the same thing about Walking Dead when I read the comic and it was so much better.
Okay.
It lasted.
We'll see.
It lasted. And
We'll
I can't
see.
stand it compared to the original text. So there will
Okay.
be people who do not play Halo that love it, and there are more people who
And-
didn't play Halo than
Okay,
people who
so
played.
let me. Okay, here's my problem though.
There's usually a mechanic that
Let's
works
go to The
better
Witcher.
in 2D.
The
Oh, boy.
Witcher. The Witcher made people go. The Witcher series made people go play The Witcher. You
Yep.
can't say that about Halo.
No, it's a totally different. You
Yeah,
can have. You could possibly read the books.
No,
like-
but let me finish that. But my point I'm making as a gamer, that's what we're talking about as gamers. I am thoroughly offended that they showed it. I was looking at it, it pained me to look at the episode. I just finished it today, and it pained me to look at it just because I
Did you
got
just not?
tired.
I
Go ahead.
heard that through the grapevine, and I refused to watch it. I
Yeah.
am putting my flag down and forget that show. I
It's just-
refuse because y'all showed his face. Y'all broke the one rule I was waiting to hear if y'all did or not. Y'all did the first moment y'all got a chance.
But
would
it
bring
would-
me back to my point with media and nostalgia.
Right, they shouldn't have done
I'm
it.
gonna rewind back to that because I
Humanize
felt
him.
the same way about Star Wars. They had us all gassed up about Star Wars, and then they did the movies, but then they put a director in charge that says, "I don't care about the lore. I'm trying to make Star Wars my own situation."
Okay,
These are the people they put in charge to make the medias. The people who do not care about the lore enough or haven't experienced enough. Juxtaposed to what Marvel is doing, they making them read all
But
their
Mar-
comics and go
but-
through the
they didn't.
ringer.
But they didn't do it as bad as Halo. Halo did it so quick about like they just
They don't care
said-
about the lore. They don't
but
care
my
about the
point,
lore.
but our point is that they just did it to say we don't care about the like you said. I can't say I'm a Star Wars fan. I
Halo
can't
is a
say
TV series.
well, no, I can't say that Star Wars was as egregious as the producers of Halo. They did it the first episode. It was like, damn the gamers.
How can you say that? They killed Han. They killed Han the first chance they got. How can you say that?
But Han didn't want didn't want to be in the show.
Neither did Luke.
But Luke came
After
back
he
for the money.
after he read it, he didn't want to do it
But
either.
my
He
point,
went on the whole tirade about how horrible they did his character. And I don't like the movie and I don't sign it, but I did it anyway because I don't want anybody else to do my character. That is a love of the character. And even
I
you
understand.
hate it, you going to do it because you don't want nobody else to fulfill that role. That's a love of the character. It's a different type of love.
no, I'm not going to say that to the extent but at least you're saying it from that being hard. Star Wars was a set of movies. This was a video game. So the first video game that was supposed to be in that universe, at least he had the opportunity to show his character and develop through 6 movies, right or wrong.
Doing the correlation through
No, but
nostalgia.
but
They jumping because of nostalgia.
But no, but see, my point I'm making is that the first movie for Halo, they said, forget it. We're going to screw everybody up. That's the point, and that's why I'm totally peed off at it. Where Star Wars, at least Mark Hamill came and developed the character, and in a movie, you can't say that for Halo. I could see if they did the Halo series, and the original guy, what was his name, that was going to do the movie, the South African guy, Block or whatever that guy's name was. If he would have did it and they did a a Halo movie, and then they did a series and did that. That's not the same. This is where
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about one of my favorite mugs, the one who did District 9.
District 9. That's the
he's
one
of my favorite directors.
He was the one that was supposed to do the original Halo.
Elysium, District 9. Oh, I love all his movies.
But that's all I'm trying to say is that Halo.
Bokham.
Yeah, Block, whatever his name, the German name.
Buckham.
But German name. But if he would have had the opportunity to do Halo, and Microsoft and the movie theaters didn't have problems with it, and at the very beginning, then yeah, I could see that. But in this Halo, the first thing they did was show his face, and I'm like, so many. I mean, it was the
first 15 minutes.
No, it was. So that's all I want to say about that. But it was just that
you go through 15 years of games, and they do it in 15 minutes. They
It
said, no, we
bothered
gonna
me
do
the
something
first
different.
time.
We gonna do something different and put some
After,
pizzazz with it. We gonna
after the
we gonna
shot,
blow their
I was
minds.
fine with it.
No, actually, when they first landed, like this scene right here, excellent. This was Halo. No, this was Halo. This is what I thought was Halo. This Master Chief was on point, and after this, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Man.
But that being said, getting back to our topics at hand, I just had to say that. Now, let's talk about the big doozies coming.
See, nostalgia. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nostalgia. This side by side comparison is exactly what I'm talking about. They use nostalgia because they was like, we don't have to wait to show his face because they've been waiting to see his face for over 15 years. So if we
No.
just show them the face,
No.
they'll be so happy and they'll enjoy it. I'm telling you, that's how
No, it
these
didn't.
people think. They do
No.
not think like that. They don't think it's
Her knees down.
And actually, they did do. I'm okay at the beginning. I didn't like the Cortana character, but actually, they did her. She's okay. They did her
even
okay.
when I saw that, I was like, all right, that was okay. That gave me hope for the show.
They
Seeing
they-
Cortana made like that gave me hope because of how they did Cortana in Infinite. But it's like, I really, I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it because of how Star Wars scarred me. It made me realize the great damaging of having nostalgia at your disposal. I mean, we all grew to know these characters, and they have a bank that they could just pull from and use, knowing that people are going to watch it.
Well, that's true. We'll see. That's all. We'll see. We'll see how all this turns out because, in my opinion, and I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it. 3 years I give Halo. 3 years. If it makes it over 3, I'll be amazed because they automatically bought season 2.
Well,
And-
I think it's gonna last more than that because it's like the fact that Halo has such a warm reception to the people who've never like, oh, this is Halo.
But here's my point, and this is the problem. A good majority of these people as well were gamers who looked at this.
And then you go ahead those gamers who don't care about that much
But
about
they're
the
not
lore
coming
and stuff,
back.
but they enjoy
But
seeing it.
they're not coming back. That's my point. I don't think I'm gonna watch this anymore. Next year, or 2 years from now, when it comes out, I'm not going to watch it because they did a horrible job, and it was no action. This is the most action. You got action in the beginning, and you got action in the end. That was the whole point, and I didn't get that. But moving on, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about this Sunday, about Microsoft, and about what they got coming out?
Like I said, with
Excited.
the votes, I don't know. Hopefully they.
So
Excited.
let me ask you a question. Because I hope I don't know. I'm gonna put this out here because this was the rumor at first, and then everyone said no, this is not going to happen. And you guys were probably seeing all this before me. First thing I want to talk about is the acquisition, and that do you guys think Microsoft did or Sony gave up the marketing rights for for Call of Duty in the respect that because they're not branding it. They say they have the marketing rights for the downloadable content, but when everything showed, I didn't see any video say play on PlayStation first, even though I think the first demo is coming to PlayStation. That being said,
That's IO.
That being said, do you guys think that there's a possibility? Because I heard this other podcast, and I have to give him his props, King David from the Iron Lords. I heard him say that I think he said it may come to Game Pass. But what do you guys think? Will it drop in Game Pass? Will Microsoft say anything about that on Sunday?
So are we talking about like what, the next Call of Duty or something?
The one that's coming out in the fall. Will it go to Game Pass? Modern Warfare 2.
I
So
want to say, I'll say come to Game Pass, but I'll say come to Game Pass, but like not right away. Like I say, I'll come to Game Pass once, like
post merger,
Microsoft,
post merger.
yeah, post merger. Then yeah, I'll say that because that's kind of what happened with Bethesda. Like there was like this live stream with like Microsoft and Bethesda, and like in that live stream they announced that like a lot of all of Bethesda published games on like Xbox One will come to Game Pass. So
Right, right.
I
But
have a
what?
feeling you might
But
a live stream with like Microsoft and Activision, and we will probably get like I wouldn't say like all Activision games because there's like a lot, but hey, who knows? But
what
I'll
I'm,
say a good amount of Activision published games will come to Game Pass.
what I'm saying is, the rumor is, and I just think it may not happen, but it's just awfully peculiar that the Call of Duty is not marketing up front with PlayStation, and that is their baby before the merger. My point I'm making is, if Microsoft could say that, okay, Activision Blizzard, we'll pay you $500 million to put it in Game Pass, right?
They get their old money back.
Exactly. So that's my point. And did Sony, because someone said, I don't know who said it, but someone said the licensing cost to do that cost Sony $300 million or more. I don't know. I'm just saying. So if it cost them and they took that money back to spend elsewhere, did Microsoft say we're going to put it in Game Pass? I don't know. I don't think they are, but I just found it to be funny. Someone brought that up, and I'm like, if that happens, that would be very crazy. But people said that's not going to happen. And I'm like, well, if they don't have a marketing deal to say they can't put it in Game Pass, what would stop it? Because I found it very peculiar that Starfield doesn't come out, and they just said it's not coming out at the last minute. When I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter, because I know a lot of you guys on Twitter, but I saw it on the internet. The week before, wasn't Phil at Bethesda, and he took a group picture with them? Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Phil Spencer took a picture with everyone at Bethesda, like happy-go-lucky, showing a
Yeah.
it's on the internet somewhere. But if
Yeah, I
I'm
seen it.
so if I'm president and I'm just my feelings, showing my feelings, but if I'm president and I'm Phil Spencer and I'm showing my feelings, I don't want to take a picture with you guys and you screwed up the release date of Starfield and the other game, and now I got to go out here and take the wrath of the gamers and talking about me, but I'm gonna sit up here and take a picture. I just found all that kind of peculiar. I'm just being funny, but food for thought.
I think after this year, Microsoft is gonna do Cutthroat. Once that acquisition go through, it's over. I'm sorry. I
I
love
think that's
PlayStation.
right. I love PlayStation. Well, I don't love PlayStation. I love playing PlayStation single player games. I do. I just get tired of Sony raising prices every 5 minutes.
I look. They need to bring Twisted Metal back, and they fighting games, and for what? What you do?
They are bringing it back. It's gonna be a free to play.
What?
Twisted Metal.
What you talking
That's a
about?
rumor.
What you talking about?
Twisted Metal may come back as a free to play.
You got to be kidding me. That and Destruction Derby. If they made both of those free to play, they
Oh,
could.
is that the picture of them? Yeah.
Oh wow, wow, she found it. That's what she was talking about.
The-
I got it.
Yeah, so let
That's
me
what
ask
she
you a
was talking
question.
about. I got it right here. Watch.
So I guess he said he has to take one for the team and smile, right?
Oh, look over there in that blue shirt. Yeah, he like, I really don't want to be here.
But he has to take one for the team where you have to.
Everybody else cheesing and his smile look fake. I'm looking all around this picture. His smile look fake.
So let me ask you, and
He
then
does not want to be in this room right now compared to everybody else. Wow. That's
let me
crazy.
tell you. Okay, I have another question about this Sunday. If I was Microsoft,
Spencer happy.
if I was Microsoft, it's all like, how you got to have fun, right? Everything should be about fun, not hating on people. But in the video game industry, it should be fun. And you see how Sony made fun of Microsoft, right? Back in the day when they did that disc, and it's infamous with Microsoft when they did the disc trading. Remember that in 2016, 14?
Yep.
So what if Microsoft, what's the game? Gran Turismo 5, that didn't come off, and that everyone hated that game. It didn't look like it was next gen, right or wrong?
What
The
game
new
is
one
that?
don't look next gen.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that 7? Is that 7?
What game
7.
y'all talking about?
7. I'm sorry, 7. Didn't look next gen, right?
Gran Turismo 7.
Right. It didn't look next gen, right?
I didn't see Gran Turismo.
Look at it. When you see
Oh.
Gran Turismo 7, it doesn't look next gen.
Mm.
Yeah, pull it up, and then I'll go into what I'm
That's all,
saying.
man. I haven't seen nothing about Moto. You helping us? You helping me? So I don't know nothing about that, man. Nothing about that.
Forza look miles better than Gran Turismo.
Mm.
Or should we say GT7?
Yeah, GT7.
Well,
My point I'm
Probably would-
making, my point I'm making is, it's rumored that Microsoft is going to bring Forza 8 or whatever, the revised Forza, right?
okay.
And what song should they play when they announce Forza?
There's a big sign saying hot beside it. Yes.
Mm.
What song should they play?
Oh, it'll tear the industry up. It would tear the industry up, and it would make Sony mad. But you would laugh at it. They would laugh, and they'll say, "Oh, you got us," just like Sony got the.
Get to the juicy part.
You know what it is? What's that song? This is how you do it.
Oh wow!
And they would play that. If they play that song, just think if they played that song with Forza 8, and they
may do it.
they don't. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
But my point is that would just set the internet on storm because they're like, no one did that. That would shut everybody down.
Don't forget Microsoft. This is from the Bush Brown. Don't forget Microsoft financial plan decisions would be effective by the stock price. It's down significantly this year.
What
so
is?
I wouldn't anticipate any major spending in the second half of 2022. The Microsoft and financial decisions. I'm looking reading that chat right now.
Right, but that's what everybody. I mean, that's what every company. I mean, that's the next thing. People thinking that Sony's going to buy all these mergers are about to happen. I don't think any more big acquisitions are going to happen because money is expensive. Meaning to take a loan would be expensive. Sony, I do not think is cash rich. So they would have to take a loan or merge with somebody or sell their stock in order to do it. It won't be all cash like Microsoft. Everyone loves cash. So who's going to spend that money? Only companies has cash on hand is Apple, Google, Amazon.
Amazon might take it.
Yeah, those are the ones. But everyone is looking at Sony as far as spending money. Sony is not that cash rich, and I think a lot of people have a misnomer of thinking Sony can compete. Not that they can or can't, but Sony is leveraging debt too. That's why you see them charging for these games and a lot of that stuff. They got to make that money back.
Yeah, I can't hate on Sony too much.
No, but my point is, you said that stocks are going down.
I'm looking at
every stock is down. Everybody's stock is down. There's not one stock that hit it out the market. I think every stock I can go on my app and tell you in a minute. Everybody's down.
And I think the stocks is down because it was like
inflation.
Inflation and
money
was a
was cheap.
combination inflation the chip shortage where they couldn't really make as much money as they could bringing out a new console when they can't make the console.
That's not them. No, that's not even it. It's the inflation in the market. Is you got the inflation, the market, and what's going on in Eastern Europe with Russia.
Yeah,
and
it
all
looked
that.
like a
That's shutting down a lot of
PS3
stuff. I
game.
was just talking about somebody about the grain situation, about how Ukraine is like 30% of our grain. So I'm like, what else do they control?
I
That
mean,
they
if
got a
you
major
start
stake
looking at
in?
it that way, that's why I say a lot of mergers are going to come to a slowdown. So Microsoft may have lost market share, not market share, but they have lost market cap. There's not a company that hasn't lost market cap
This looks like an
outside
old
of
arcade.
the oil company. What's that? I
What
think
we
the oil.
watching on the background right here? This looks like an old arcade game. That looked like an
That's
old arcade game.
that's my point. That was my point. 100%.
I see pixels. I should not see pixels. Yeah, like big chunk Minecraft squares. I'm like, what's going on here? I see pixels.
He said Minecraft pixels.
Hey, big and chunky. I'm picking up blocks over here. I'm picking up whole blocks over here.
Okay, so
I'm
I
picking up
think,
old blocks.
so I think we hit all our topics, ladies and gentlemen. So is there?
1 + 1 = 3. And what about
No,
that?
we were 1 + 1 = 3. So what do
I
you
didn't even
guys?
have to look at the. I didn't even have to look to know that one.
1 + 1 = 3.
So what we
Let
discussed?
one discuss it. Bring
Yeah,
it in.
1 + 1 = 3. You guys know what that means, right? Double.
Explain it. Explain it for
What I
the
mean,
chat.
what I mean by 1 + 1 = 3 is the things in the gaming industry where we know 1 + 1 = 2. They will convince you otherwise that something ludicrous. 1 + 1 = 3. So anything that you think in gaming is ludicrous, I always say 1 + 1 = 3. Because it's the most insidious, craziest thing that you would think of. They are going to say it's true.
Right.
So just basically anything that doesn't make sense to make a dollar.
Exactly.
Right.
So what's one of your 1 + 1 = 3?
DMZ is needed. When they tried to push that you got to be online all the time, and then now they bring it back and sneak it back on us. They snuck it on us already. They doing it right now. No one is arguing with it. If the internet goes down, you can't play your games 24 hours after.
They was 10 years ago.
No,
Well,
not even 10 years ago. Like 5, 6 years ago.
I think they're going to revise a lot of that DRM. I don't think Nintendo will.
DRM. That's what I was trying.
Yeah, I don't think Nintendo will. But I think.
What is an example of your 1 + 1 = 3 in your eyes of
Well,
something that you see?
There were a lot of 1 + 1s. We talked about a couple of 1 + 1s = 3.
Okay, example of the conversation. Use an
One
example from the conversation.
was when they said Game Pass was moot and a waste of money.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No.
Right?
I play way more games now that I have Game Pass.
Because
Way
I
more
play Game
games.
Pass. That's why I want to.
Like I stopped playing the PlayStation because I was like, oh, I got this and this and this. I was like, let me play. I had to force myself onto the PlayStation because I had too much to play.
And that's also why your gamer score goes up much quicker, because if you 1 + 1 = 3, I'm not spending all that money. And I use that money elsewhere. I'm only paying $16 a month.
If y'all
where
don't
I
know,
play
chat,
at least 10 games already.
If y'all don't know, chat, in Microsoft Xbox land, when you get gamer score, that means you have money, because you could exchange your Microsoft points for gift cards and other. Yeah, it's not exactly change for change, but you can earn free money by playing the games you're already playing and earn more games.
Why they don't push that harder?
Because they don't want to lose money. They implemented that in the 360. I was all on it, but at the same time, they don't want to lose money in doing that. Yeah, it would bring more people, but I don't know. They very liberal with it. I'd rather it be like a kind of hush hush thing, but at the same time, who know get it. Because a lot of people don't go through the motions to go through how much trouble it is to get these free points. You got to use another browser. You got to use Bing browser and all this other stuff to actually utilize it
So
to its
Rich,
full capability. Yo, what's up, Double?
so Rich,
What's up, Double?
I know a guy that's sitting with $700 right now in his account. Yeah,
That's not
about
bad.
seven. I think he got like 70,000 points. More than that.
You know,
No,
he has more than that. He has to have
617,000.
yeah, he has to have almost 600,000. I've
Yeah,
had
he got like
about
617,000 points.
I spent 300 last year and another 100, and I got
I'm
like
telling you,
100 and I got
nothing beats
150 now.
nothing beats a system where you can earn free money.
No, that's
People
true.
like back in the
Right.
day, people was like,
Exactly.
how you buying all these games? I'm playing games, earning points, and then when I earn points, I could change some points into gift cards. And it's not just on for video games. You could spend them in the Microsoft store. You could get an Amazon gift card if you want. They have options. They have options. Microsoft is a more friendly company rather than you going to try and say, hey, my system is acting up. And then they say, oh, 150 off the top. Or is it 250? I can't remember how much they charge you off the top when you try to talk to
I mean,
PlayStation. They say, give me money
I,
before we look at it. They sound like
I'm,
plumbers or electricians or something.
I don't like ragging on them, but
I'm not going to rag on them because
trophy
everybody.
means nothing to me.
I'm not going to rag on them, but
I don't
I'm,
mean to, but the
I'm,
trophy doesn't mean nothing to me.
I'm just saying in comparison that there's some lacking services. I don't know how Switch is with their customer service because I never had to call Nintendo for their customer service. But
Their customer service is good. It's pretty good.
I just
PlayStation
think
is the wackest
I could confirm
customer
that
service.
too.
Make us say, hey, y'all the Switch folk over there. I dabbled in the Switch. Mine hasn't broken and had any major tragedies, knock on wood. But I enjoy the Switch. I enjoy all systems for their different reasons. But I'm gonna call them on their faults. I like all systems for their reasons, but I'm gonna call them on their faults. Like you said earlier, PlayStation has the best single player games. I'm gonna add fighters to that because PlayStation, for some reason, they get the better frame per second out of fighters. The fighter feels more comfortable. It plays better on the PlayStation than any other system. But to the opposite of that, Xbox got the best shooters because for some reason they gear their game system towards shooters, and it feels better for me on shooters on Xbox. Switch is I'm gonna play everything with everybody. Switch is the party system.
I think the landscape is changing, so to speak, to a degree. I think the landscape is changing where Sony, like you said, you see them doing these mergers to become more of a multiplayer centric microtransaction company because everybody has to make money live service. And that is what Sony is going to, I think very much so. They're going to put out something. Well, what's the rumor game? What's the game that they're supposed to be working on now?
Who is that?
Sony. Killzone? No, it's not Killzone. What's that other game?
It's a hero. It's another hero.
No, it's a what's that game that came out? It was made by Naughty. Was it Naughty Dog or Insomniac, the military game?
Resistance.
Resistance. They're supposed to be working on another Resistance game.
I love Resistance.
But the last one, when they went to PS3, they ruined their title because it didn't have a very good reception when it came to PS3. That's why they didn't make one for the PS4.
Sure.
I played all of those. They were great.
Even the one for the PS3 that didn't have a good reception.
Yep.
I don't know what happened, but you see they didn't make another one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
maybe the bad press won on that one. I don't know, because if it was an enjoyable game, because I didn't play it, so if it was an enjoyable game, hey,
Yeah, I have yet to play Resistance game, but I think I'll like it. I mean, heck, I like Ratchet and Clank. Maybe they have like some crazy weapons in Resistance.
Resistance it has crazy weapons.
Yes, it sure did.
Got that Insomniac magic.
I'm not a big, you know what? Spider-Man is good, but I know that to me, I don't think Insomniac did a great job when they did work for Microsoft. Their game is okay. I didn't even finish it. What's the name of that game?
What is the name of that
Set.
Insomniac game?
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive. Yep,
Yeah,
correct.
Sunset Overdrive. I didn't.
Played the
I
mess out of that.
I didn't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Kind of
but you were shooting drinking slime and stuff.
kind of
But
like
it,
Jet Set Radio mixed with Ratchet and Clank.
but it did.
Kinda, yeah.
It didn't. To me, it didn't just make a lot of people want to play that game. Like it just didn't do anything for me like that.
Mm.
It was okay, right? It was okay, right? No,
It was a segue game. It was definitely a segue game, like a game you played like I'm playing this, but it's like, I'm waiting for people. Let me jump in this real quick. Or if you was at a good part, you would play it, but it was definitely a segue game. Like I have it. Like that was like one of the first games that made me want an Xbox. That's why I'm like kind of biased with that. I am biased because I played the mess out of that, but it came to a point to where it was just like I was bouncing around and stuff, and I had to force myself to play it a little bit. But it's fun. I just wish the multiplayer was better. Like honestly, like they missed such a Mario Party-esque game experience with the multiplayer on that. Because if
I
they
mean,
slammed it, it would have been good.
it was a first generation Xbox One game, you know?
But they needed it was
No,
decent.
it
It was
was
decent.
okay.
But they needed better multiplayer because if they had like some what's that game with the where you can hack everything? What is that? Watch Dogs. If they had like a Watch Dogs like multiplayer on it, like a bunch of different modes that were totally different from the main game, because that's what made Watch Dogs 1 fun. The multiplayer was so different from the main game, it made it fun. Like that, it made it fun playing enough to where they can make a second game because the story was so okay in the first game that it was all about the multiplayer.
interesting.
Yeah, that's why they changed it so much with the second and third game. Watch Dogs changed greatly with every new generation iteration of the series.
Okay.
Was, and I beat all three.
Did you?
I can confirm that.
They said I can confirm that he
Definitely
played the
confirm
mess out
that.
of that. He played the mess out of that. But like when I say that, like wasn't each game like really different than the other, even though they had the same like kind of
Yes, they were.
system, they were like greatly different. Like they were trying to
They
find
were different.
the best way to have that game.
Yep. I thought they was great. It was fine.
Okay.
They're good games, especially if you have people to play them with. But it's like the story mode can be boring at times, and the multiplayer is a welcome addition to it because it's like you could take a break and like really enjoy multiplayer, hunting people down, playing hide and seek and stuff with the electronics and stuff. That was so fun. Like I remember Watch Dogs and just playing the multiplayer.
And
It
like
was
the
really fun.
first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Seriously. The first one. I mean, how long has it been out? Like 8-9 years?
First one came out in 2013, I believe.
Let me look it up.
I finished it like last year. It was people still hacking into my game. So people still play that first game.
May 27, 2014 is the Watch Dogs release date. You were close. You were very close. Same people who brought to you for Sleeping Dogs, it looks like. I need to be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I know that's your game.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, another podcast another day. So
I
let's.
think Megan seen you playing that a lot. she plays that a lot. Hmm.
We hit all our topics, ladies and gentlemen. So let's round this up and let's find out where everybody's going to be. And we're going to come back Sunday and we're going to host, if I'm not mistaken, the Microsoft Call Gamer Showcase on Sunday.
Yes.
Ooh,
Excited.
So anybody,
Excited, but don't know what to expect.
I feel better.
That's the thing with Microsoft shows, really. You really don't know what to expect outside of, yeah.
I'll be happy if they say something about a new Fable.
not
Un-
going to happen.
A new Fable. It's a rumor.
Yeah, I think
Oh, they
I-
need to show us something with Fable.
no, it's not going to happen. I don't think they're going to show anything with Favor. If they do, they're going to show you
They've been tripping on
a
Fable.
wand. I think they're going to show you a
years.
wand and call it a day. Like everyone's been saying, it's going to be a Avowed, Starfield. They got to show Starfield, but Avowed, I would love to play Avowed. That would be my game to play.
Yeah.
They ain't going to show Elder Scrolls. Well, Wolfenstein, I'm in your corner. I would love to see a new Wolfenstein, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Compulsion is going to be there. Compulsion is definitely going to be. But
I'm gonna hope for this until the day I die, but please, Microsoft, make a new Banjo-Kazooie game. You know the fans want this.
He said the fans want the Banjo
Like
Kazooie.
low key, like you saw how people reacted when Banjo-Kazooie was added in Smash. They want to see Banjo-Kazooie back, you know?
They have a treasure trove of classic characters that they are not. When they bought Rare, they have a treasure trove of classic games they could revive.
treasure trove of IP, but without a treasure trove of developers. Now they have developers, so we'll
might-
see what they do. But if people, I think what people really need to do is take a step back and realize that the games we're going to get right now over the next 2 or 3 years, and after Microsoft, I'm at 70% the mergers are going to go through. Because of inflation, everything is going to slow down. Because of the economy, development is going to slow down. No one's going to take all of
It's
this.
going to be a great reset.
No one's going to take the time to make all these risky investments for these video games that can destroy a company. Risky games won't destroy Microsoft, but risky games will destroy other developers. Risky games may hurt them, so that's why they're going for these more microtransaction live service games, so they could be out for 10 years and make all the money as possible with little development costs. So I think that within the next 2 or 3 years, all the games you see they have coming out, it's not going to be a problem. But watch June 30th of this year, Microsoft and a lot of companies' fiscal years, like Microsoft starts in this fiscal year is what, June 30th. After this, they may lay people off, they may do this, that. It won't be in game because game is hot, which goes to the point of, I don't want to keep this subject going, but Game Pass, because of inflation, to me proves to be a better value than me buying 4 or 5 games a month and spending $200 or $300 or $400 in 6 months, because people do that. If I'm in one ecosystem and they're dropping a lot of games, and I'm only paying $16, hey, and some of y'all cheating anyway with Game Share, so y'all ain't paying that much. So
You got $70 games during inflation.
that's my point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point where I think a lot of people are not level setting and thinking about this from a bigger perspective, because unfortunately we are at a great time for gaming, but again, economical bad time is here and approaching. Is going to get worse when you got gas at $6+ a gallon. And unfortunately, people don't talk about that. Gaming is impacted by that.
Yeah, everything is impacted by
Yeah,
it.
right, but we're specifically at this point talking about gaming. So in the gaming perspective, it could help Microsoft if people say, well, does appear that if I only have to pay 16, I'd rather pay $16 a month than pay $70 for one game that I may or may not like.
And you got a multitude of games. You got 100+ games in there just
So
waiting for you.
it's something to
And,
think.
and it's crazy because you get EA Plus, which you got Madden and all that stuff in there. You get, now they talking about merging with Ubisoft. They got a lot of games.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft's supposed to be coming out. Plus, they're mentioning something with Ubisoft on Sunday.
I did not know that. That's
That's
what I would be excited for.
supposedly. Let me just
That
take
is
that
what
back.
I would be excited for. If
I
they
hope they
announce the
do.
merger to Game Pass to Ubisoft, that would be major. That
They
would be
may-
major. Mhm.
Game Pass. That is
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yup.
Yeah,
I was telling Jazz.
Definitely.
I mean, I
Yup.
was telling
Yep,
Serge.
heard about it.
that's correct. That's
Mhm.
correct.
That is absolutely correct.
Well,
They are going to have them TVs hooked up.
well, it don't help
Hooked
me.
up.
I got LG. So it ain't got nothing to do with me. So yeah.
That don't
I
have
can-
no, but
I can
but
be a
think about
hater.
it. But think about it. That has nothing to do with anybody who has bought a TV to this point.
No,
You have to-
2022. 2022 TVs are out now. So they're just in there. It's a software update.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they're adding the app to it.
That
Yeah.
is major. What do you mean? All I got to do is get a controller and then I can just hook up to my TV
Yes.
and play the Xbox and get Game
As a
Pass.
matter of
Yeah.
fact,
What do you mean?
hold on. As a matter of fact, I think it's coming Sunday. When they announce they announce it, I think they're
That
going to
is
upgrade.
insanity, though. That is insanity. What like you got a Samsung? Because I got an LG TV too. I got LG and I can't remember what the other TV is, but I understand. Yeah, Roku. I got but Samsung is what I like. And the fact that Samsung is the one that Xbox is merging with, that is insanity. That is
Yeah.
insanity because it's
Yeah,
a
so-
smart TV program at that point, a smart TV app. So how powerful are they servers for the cloud-based systems to be able to just establish it with a TV and an app when a TV doesn't have really that much processing in it? Like that's all coming from their cloud. How masterful is that of your trade of your system that you've been building? You talk about Apple with building a system. Look at Microsoft and what they brought.
Well, you got to understand. Well, you got to also understand, and I thought this to be true. People are thinking Microsoft built these cloud services. They built all these blades, and they put for Xbox Series X. But you do realize those are multi-purpose. So when they're not being used,
They go
for
piggyback off of other people.
no, they use them for the other the other cloud service because they're processors. They're nothing but little mini computers, and
Yeah,
so they're
that's
using them
all
for
your
other.
cloud
So
services. So Google,
no,
all that.
well, they're using it for Office 365, all of their the V, like that's what do you call it? Like VMware. What do you call it? Like like not VMware, but
Yeah,
what do you call it? No.
Service.
Yeah, what do you call that? Virtual machines. They got all these virtual machines set up so they can also
You
work
said
as
it right,
virtual.
VMware,
Right.
machine,
Virtual
you said it
machines,
right.
but Microsoft uses. They don't use theirs. Microsoft got their own version. My point I'm making is if you have dual use out of your cloud services, it's a cheaper expense. Whereas a lot of companies like Sony can't do that. They can rent Microsoft, which that's the rumor. I don't know if it's true. They're going to rent for their cloud services. Microsoft can say, well, if you're not playing Xbox Series X games, then we can use them for 365 services or virtual machines for our clients. That's ingenious. So you get the dual use and you're not letting it go to waste. So you're not really spending money only on Xbox Series X cloud services. You spend it on your cloud in general. So so I think a lot of people need to think about that, which is that, like you said at the very beginning, Sir Rich, that it was genius for Microsoft
You
to
can call
do
me
that.
Sir Rich. You go ahead. It's already
Yeah.
been many a slipful thing. It fits.
But that's it. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna do our way of saying people that we want them to show up again, hopefully, and get the word out. And please hit the like, and subscribe and jazz. And
Hey.
Hey,
Sir
I
Rich,
didn't even
where
hit
are
the like
you?
button.
Right. So where are you guys? You're streaming, right? So where are you streaming?
Hold on. Ultron. Before I say anything, you need to check out Jazz Motor Draws. She did a Joker, and the week before she did it. She's go ahead. She did a Venom. Man, them bad boys was dope. But anyway, I stream over on Twitch as well, Sir Rich. Facebook, Sir Rich Gaming. Twitch is Sir Rich. Sir_Rich. Instagram, I'm Sir Rich Gaming. I really don't have anything on there yet, but I'm working on it. But I stream. I'm a variety streamer. I stream a bunch of games: Apex, PUBG, Max Payne, all types of stuff. Depends on kind of mood I'm in. I'm pretty much just like an arcade gamer. I just like the atmosphere of hanging out, playing with people while watching, like talking to you guys. I just really enjoy the atmosphere of the old. And I wish to seek that back, like just enjoying games and playing something. But anybody else got any handles or anything they would wish to put out here?
You can follow me on OG Double M on Twitter.
Oh, it was just double M. I'm being cutty.
Yeah.
I'm being cutty.
Petty man. Just call him Petty Man. He's a petty man. Don't bring up the points. Shut up. Hey, you Steven over there. He's like, why you bring that up? I don't want to talk about that. Original gangster double M. Don't you ever
Just
disrespect.
bring your popcorn Sunday. We're gonna knock it out the park.
Yes,
We already knocked it out the park. I appreciate everybody stopped by so far.
and I would
The
appreciate.
questions asked. Go
And
ahead, one.
I just wanted to say, this is our first podcast. We had some kinks, we had a lot of issues in the beginning before we even started, but I do appreciate everyone taking the opportunity and time for giving us their time, because you could be doing anything else with your time, but you decided to hang out with us for our first podcast. So being the person I am, I'm very appreciative of such. We're going to get better. We're going to grow, and we want you guys to help us grow, because hey, we're Midwestern and we've been trying to do this for the last 6 months to a year, trying to organize and get things together. So I'm very appreciative of everyone showing up, especially my fraternity brothers and everyone else you guys invited. Like I said, if you know anyone else, please tell them to join us Sunday the 12th at 12 noon Central Standard Time. and join us, and so you can hang out with us and have as much fun as you can, and stay safe. And I game as well, PS5 or PlayStation and Xbox, the one, both of them, and also Nintendo too. But I don't play online Nintendo, so somebody probably stole my name, but I doubt it.
I still got my name on Nintendo. Can't nobody have it. Never lost.
And thank you, Lady Jazz, for stepping in and hosting all of this. Because
Mhm.
you knew this software, because it's very clunky that you have to use 3 different software applications to get this working. But
Hey,
you did it. Yeah,
hey. I was looking at the
you
chat trying to understand.
you did a great job by interacting and pulling up those videos, because a lot of people don't pull up videos. They have one static video going on, and you made it a little more interactive, which I think is great.
Mhm.
We're going to improve that. But like I said,
Yeah.
you did a great job with that, and I'm very appreciative.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
everyone, thank you, and
Appreciate
thank you,
everybody.
Lady Jazz, and thank you, crew, for doing this. We'll get together on Sunday, and we're gonna knock it out the park. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Rich. Holla, holla,
Sunday.
holla. Holla, holla.
Holla, holla.
Holla, holla, holla.